So hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Bro, obviously we're going to get into the music, but I just like to say, starting off, shortest podcast playlist possibly ever.
In the history of the podcast, yeah.
Right about
39 minutes.
Yeah, right about 40 minutes. I listened to it, the entire thing, on my way to work today. That never happens. Usually I'm listening to it Sunday night, and I'm like,
Sunday
shit.
night.
I'm like, if I wake up at 8:30, I can have it done. I can only have one record to listen to on the way to work, and I'll be done.
Exactly, dude. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. I'm not excited for those summer nights where it's like 12-hour playlists, but it's like I'm enjoying the 39-minute playlist now, man.
But at the same time, I'm kind of hating it because, like, by this point last year, we had multiple Album of the Year contenders out.
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd, Under Oath. I mean, Fit for an Autopsy put out a banging record.
Oh shit, that early?
Yeah, that was the same week as Under Oath. As it is with putting out a record like the first week in February. Like there were a lot of solid records that came out very early on.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, granted, we've got February 10th coming up, which is In Flames, Paramore, and Pierce the Veil. But
I'm so excited for that Pierce the Veil.
Yeah, a little bit of a slower start to the year, which is fine, because Fall Out Boy is keeping me well fed.
You're ridiculous, dude.
Bro, so they all but pretty much announced the Fall Out Boy and Bring Me to the Horizon tour. I'm shitting my pants over here, bro. I am so fucking excited for that.
Yeah.
I love Fall Out Boy. I love Bring Me to the Horizon. What can I say?
What can you say?
And then Games We Play posted pictures with Pete Wentz today on Instagram and was like, oh my God, I'm announcing something tomorrow. And I'm like, oh wow, I could only imagine what it will be.
What that's going to be.
Yeah, so you'll be seeing Games We Play on that tour as well.
That's insane.
Yeah, so.
Good for them.
I mean, they really, I mean, could there be a fourth band? Sure. I don't think they're going to need one though. So we shall see. I'm very excited. But I did pay my credit card bill this past weekend. So not quite sure how I'm going to get the Fall Out Boy tickets, but I'm going to have them. Don't worry.
Just use like your mom's credit card or something.
Yeah,
and just say like early Christmas gift, early birthday.
Just sneak it on there. Hope she doesn't notice. But I'm very excited about that. I went to a couple shows this past weekend. I saw Hidden in Plain View and Late Waves on Friday. That was a good show. Late Waves played a new set. I also haven't seen them since I think July, the Pollyanna album release show. So it's been a minute since I saw Late Waves. They got a new they put together a new set list, some new tracks off their the record they just recorded. And then Saturday night I saw Fox Teeth. There was a whole bill, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't stay for it. I wanted to go home. Yeah, I went for Fox Teeth. They were good. And then I went home. I BS'd with the people that were there, and I was like, okay, bye everybody. I'm going home.
Bye.
That was my weekend. Nothing coming up this weekend. Thank God. They get to stay home unless somebody's like,
don't say that.
Come to this show.
Unless Fall Out Boy and Bring Me the Horizon are like, hey, we're doing a pop-up show Saturday and Sunday at the Stone Pony.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'll be like, oh my God, it looks like I live at the Stone Pony now.
Hey, it looks like I work at the Stone Pony now, but just for these 3 days.
Yeah, just unless, something pops up. And then the following week, if anybody would like to get me a Parkway Drive ticket for Starland Ballroom, they are $150 right now. So any takers,
that's not happening.
Any takers on that? I'm not even talking to you. I'm just saying that out loud. I'm manifesting that somehow I wind up in that room.
Somehow, yeah. Okay.
So right now I know that spending money is not how I'm going to be getting in that room. So
absolutely not.
I am taking any and all gifts.
You could always just.
Yeah, write some emails, ask some people. That's probably going to be the move. But
I think, yeah.
I'm just putting that out there in the universe as a way of manifestation. I now believe in it.
What? Just now? We've been manifesting for the past 3 years, Shane. Ridiculous. I don't want to hear anything
Manifesting,
from you
always
anymore.
manifesting for big
Always
things.
manifesting, man. Big things coming.
Big things coming soon. I promise we have big things coming soon.
Big things coming soon, guys.
Actually, pretty crazy week for us this week. I don't think we can talk about it because none of the interviews are even recorded yet. But it's a pretty
big things coming soon, guys.
It's a pretty big week. We're barely.
If they show up to the interviews,
we're barely working this week. But although I am going to be honest, I am going to be honest. Today we had 2 interviews scheduled today. I then doubled it by the end of the day. 4 big interviews though. It's going to be awesome, and we're probably not going to be exhausted by the end of the week, at least by the podcast. Bless up.
Thank God. Bless up.
So yes, big things coming soon. I sound like that. That's literally what Fall Out Boy has been tweeting for the past week and a half.
Like, yeah, they can't stop tweeting it. Big things coming soon. It better not be just like. Oh my God.
I totally agree. It is a big thing. They're bringing Bring Me the Horizon on tour. Holy fuck.
Which is crazy. Bring Me the Horizon in my head is just so much bigger than Fall Out Boy, but I know they're not.
In the US, Fall Out Boy is bigger. I mean, for Christ's sakes, Fall Out Boy did a co-headlining stadium tour.
True.
But if this were to
but
go,
that was with 3 bands.
If this was to go on the other side of the pond, it would absolutely be Bring Me the Horizon taking Fall Out Boy on tour. Unless Fall Out Boy is just massive over there. I don't know. Yeah. It feels like Bring Me is just, smidge bigger over like there.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're definitely on the same like level. There's like a marginal difference in size, especially like Fall Out Boy just is the one that gets to take them on tour because they've been doing it longer.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, Bring Me the Horizon just feels in the nicest way possible more relevant, I guess. Whereas Fall Out Boy is, Bring Me the Horizon has been doing it for ages as well, right?
Yeah, but Bring Me has only recently started to explode, whereas Fall Out Boy has been big pretty much out of the gate.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is.
And they're both pretty relevant in pop culture. Bring Me's just stayed more relevant because Bring Me, has been
doesn't drop off the face of the earth every 3 years.
Exactly, yeah. But Fall Out Boy had no problem getting right back in the spotlight.
Ridiculous, dude. Shit's crazy.
But yeah, that's gonna be the only thing I'm talking about tomorrow. And also Beartooth and Trivium. I think they're announcing a tour tomorrow.
Oh my God!
Because Beartooth posted a video at like 4:00 in the afternoon. And it was just live clips of the 2 bands for 15 seconds. And I was like, that's the most badass tour lineup ever.
That's great. Who's supporting that?
I don't know. We're going to find out tomorrow. All I know is that's huge for Beartooth because Trivium is pretty big. That's fucking nuts.
A lot of good tours coming this year.
Yeah, I'm scared that this Beartooth tour that's apparently going to happen isn't going to come anywhere near me because Beartooth is doing Glory's fucking shit unplugged. I'll just keep talking. I don't think she can hear me. Nope, she can't hear me. She gave me the look that I can't hear you.
Couldn't hear a damn thing.
Could
what
not
happened?
Hear a damn thing, but she can read lips. Beartooth is doing a radio festival right here in New Jersey. I am scared that it won't come near me. But
is that the one with Falling in Reverse and Fame on Fire?
Fame on Fire isn't doing it, and Falling in Reverse dropped off. They just
dropped off.
They just disappeared off they're doing a bunch of other radio festivals, but they're just not on this one anymore.
Somebody said something a little off to Ronnie, and he threw a fit and left. That's probably what happened.
I don't know what the fuck happened, or if there's he's gonna wind up headlining here, or what. I don't fucking know. But I'm all I know is I'm glad I didn't impulse buy a ticket because as much as I love Beartooth, if they don't add a band to the lineup of that size that I give a fuck about, I will probably miss out. Which is fine. I'll just catch Beartooth. I've caught them on pretty much every tour since the pandemic.
I was gonna say, you saw them in like a 200 cap room.
Yeah,
yeah. You should be good.
Yeah, I've seen them a lot over the past year and a half, so I think I'll live. But we do have music to talk about, as much as I could talk about Fall Out Boy and Beartooth for the rest of the podcast. We do have 12 tracks to talk about now. Super Love dropped a single, Go. This song fucking slaps, bro.
This song is insane, incredible, beautiful, gorgeous, brilliant. I love it so much. And I love the guitar riff that keeps coming up. Genuinely, like, it's so powerful. I love it. It's one of those anthem songs. I like it a lot.
They only get better with every single fucking release. Like, that record was great. This is like on a whole nother level, bro.
Absolutely.
So good.
It's crazy. Love you guys. Papa Roach and Beartooth dropped a new single, Cut the Line, and I liked it.
So fucking true. So this is Papa Roach is putting out a deluxe edition of their album Ego Trip from last year. This is one of the cuts off it. They threw Caleb Shomo on Cut the Line. I love this song. My only gripe, and I'm starting to have this gripe with Caleb's features on some tracks. He's got his part in the song. Absolutely, you can hear him, but they weave him in throughout the rest of the song, and they bury his vocals in the mix so much where like it sounded like it was the original song until he popped up. And like, I think the guy's a great fucking vocalist. Like, why are we burying him? They did the same fucking thing in Red, White, and Boom on the fucking Motionless and White album. I had to ask you where the fuck he was in the album, in the song, because you're like, I heard him. I was like, I can't fucking hear the guy.
Yeah. That was
so. I just wish that, like, you know, he's a good vocalist too. We can give him some spotlight. Like, I know it's Papa Roach's song, but you're weaving him in, and he's like buried.
Exactly. You guys invited him on the song. Yeah. Let him be heard on the song.
Let him shine. He's great.
Come on, guys.
But I like it. I looked like I don't really think there's anything new necessarily on the deluxe. Maybe like one or two, but most of it is just different versions, remixes, shit like that of pre-existing songs. So
that's cool.
Nothing too crazy, but I thought this collab was cool. Hence why we're here right now. Very, very cool. And I think it's funny that you liked it.
Can't believe I liked it. It hurt me spiritually to say that I liked a Papa Roach song.
Good. I'm glad. I will, since you're now a Papa Roach fan, I'm seeing them in May. They got announced for Bamboozle Fest. I'll send you videos. Yes, I'm so excited.
Keep those videos to yourself, man.
Bro, I am so excited to see Papa Roach. I miss them back when
a sentence that has never been said before.
I missed them back when they did the Ego Trip tour, I think. It might have been before the record was even out. And I've been punching myself ever since. So I finally get to see them in May on the same lineup as Keizo, Motionless in White, Bad Omens, Limp Bizkit, Young Gravy, and Ice Spice. And Trippie Redd.
It's like a mini So What, where it's kind of like rap and rock.
Yeah, rap, rock, and pop punk.
Pop punk,
like rap, metal, and like pop punk. You know, I also get to see Black Bear. Yeah, it's all over the fucking map, bro.
What the fuck is Black Bear? What does he do now? Didn't he do a pop punk album?
Yeah, he's a pop punk guy now.
I feel like he's like a discount Machine Gun Kelly, and it's like Machine Gun Kelly's already like the discount like pop punk man, so it's like he's like the 99-cent store Machine Gun Kelly. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, like, I'm seeing him. Attila will be there too.
Dude, you're seeing all the greats, man.
I can't fucking
Don't
wait.
forget about the you said this is Bamboozle?
Yeah.
You got the puppet and the poet?
The puppet, the poet.
I need you to record the puppet. I'm not even joking. Record if you're at the same stage as the puppet when he comes out. I need you to record him.
I am taking a fat shit break during the puppet, the poet, and the mind reader.
No, wait, is the mind reader performing?
Yeah, he's actually on he's on the poster. Like the puppet and the poet aren't on the poster. He's on the poster, this guy.
Wait, so like, is he like, you think he's like going on stage and he's gonna like be like, you are thinking of like ass or something? I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Did they run out of like good people to have on the lineup? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I don't know.
They're just filling up spaces now,
but
man.
there are some cooler, smaller bands on here. They got Scowl. They got Shallow Pools. Callous Boys are going to be on there. I'm very excited about that.
Oh, shit. Callous Boys?
Yeah, because I don't think I'm going to make it to the tour that they're doing with Drugs. And now that they got announced for this, I'm just like, I'm definitely not going to make like a super duper effort to go just because I already have tickets to this.
Dude, they are crazy live.
I'm fucking stoked.
You're going to love it.
I'm fucking stoked. I Set My Friends on Fire is on here. Ski Mask the Slump God and Steve Aoki.
Steve, he's just a DJ, right?
Yeah, they have also, but the Queso's on here too.
Queso too. So 2 DJs.
Mayday Parade, We the Kings, bands like that.
Queso makes more sense though, because Queso's like in the metal scene where it's like Steve Aoki did like a My Chemical Romance remix and then went to like pop.
Yeah.
I was like, what is he doing here?
The lineup is all over the fucking place and I can't wait. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. Stay tuned for our coverage the following Monday when I'm completely dead. But I will have so many stories, I'm sure. We might not even be able to talk about music because I won't have time to listen to it. I'll just talk about Bamboozle for an hour.
Dude, and I'll be here just like, no way.
Like the puppet said what?
And then the mind reader read the puppet's mind? What the fuck?
they Bamboozle shared at one point. The puppet was playing a children's birthday party because that's what puppets normally do. And they shared a video of the puppet playing Metallica songs and the little kids at the birthday party doing a circle pit. And this was the way to get people amped for the puppet. You cannot make this shit up, dude.
There's no fucking way, dude.
You cannot make this shit up. Yeah.
Was he like, okay. I need you to paint this picture for me.
Yeah.
Were you able to see the puppet from like the legs down? Like, was there like a box?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I saw the story. I did not hear anything because I did not turn my volume up, and I skipped right past it because I was like, "This is actually the worst thing I've ever seen."
It's just salt in the wound.
Yeah,
man.
because it wasn't a post, like it was a story, so I couldn't make fun of them, and then other people give me validation for making fun of them. So there was no point in me watching it.
Exactly, it's not worth my time. That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, but there's some real bangers on the lineup. I'll probably throw tomatoes I'll probably throw tomatoes at the poet since he blocked me on Instagram.
I forgot about you gotta get on stage for that mind reader, man. You gotta like somehow promote Good Noise Podcast.
You are thinking about Good Noise Podcast? What the fuck is that?
What is Good Noise? And then Noah from Bad Omens is in the crowd and he's like, I want to go on Good Noise Podcast.
Jacoby Shitdick comes out and he goes, oh my god, dude, Good Noise Podcast, I've heard great things about you, let's do it right now, dude.
Oh my god, Jacoby, no. Give me Noah instead.
That brings it full circle back to what we were talking about. What's your tunes? Fall Out Boy dropped a new single, Heartbreak Feels So Good. Definitely channeling some modern Fall Out Boy on this one. I'll let you talk now.
Thank you. This is my favorite Fall Out Boy single that they've Wow. Man, I'm gonna ignore you. I'm gonna continue having my joy, my happiness. Of course it is. I love this song so much. This is the best single that they've dropped. I won't say ever, but at least in like the past like couple years, this is like the best one that they've dropped. It's just beautiful. It captures everything I love about Fall Out Boy, and this song makes me want to see them live because I'm like, okay, I kind of want to see this song live. I know it's gonna go crazy.
Bro, so, Bring Me the Horizon, you got to be there.
I'm literally like,
yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
Definitely channeling some modern Fall Out Boy in here. But you know,
which you love. You love modern Fall Out Boy.
I love it. But Patrick Stump and Pete Wentz did some interviews right after the first single came out, saying that this isn't like a total return to form. Like we're not just doing what they were doing 20 years ago and making that the entire record. So totally was expecting it. You know, I'm fine with it though. I like the song. I'm still excited for the record. I mean, it's fucking Fall Out Boy. It turns out I love this band more than I even thought I liked this fucking band.
Yeah, you never talk about them, but it's like when they do come back, it's like Fall Out Boy, Fall Out Boy.
I'm experiencing Fall Out Boy brain rot. I don't quite know what's going on right now because
that's fair.
Honestly, outside of like listening to him a little bit before Hell and Mega, I couldn't tell you the last time I like listened to a full Fall Out Boy album.
Damn.
like definitely spent a lot of time with them like in early high school, but other than that I couldn't fucking tell you. I've just kind of like grown past it. I moved on to bigger and heavier things very quickly. But turns out I like this band a lot.
That's good. I'm glad you're going back to your roots, man.
So true.
Charlotte Sands dropped a new single, All Right. Charlotte Sands is already like, her voice is so recognizable and her sound is so recognizable. It's like you can hear it's a Charlotte Sands song before she even opens her mouth. And that's crazy because she's still very early into her career, but it's like the impact that she's had, at least on my music taste and how I like listen to singles now, is crazy. Because I see Charlotte Sands, I'm like, oh, that shit's gonna be good. And it's like this is her best thing as well. I think this is it. But I love it. It was great. Well done.
So true. I like the song. She keeps just absolutely smashing it. I mean, she was all over like fucking every Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon fucking cover out there. Billboards and shit. It was like went on Instagram
Times
and
Square.
It's just it's just fucking nuts. The trajectory that she's had and in the past year and a half, pretty much.
Hey, we manifested that with her.
So true. So true. But she's killing it. Very excited to see what else she does this year, and hope to catch her live at some point this year as well. Because I haven't done that since Sad Summer. I was gonna say I haven't done that yet, but I forgot she played Sad Summer.
Yeah, I gotta see her. She's not on this year's Sad Summer, unfortunately.
No.
I don't think I'm gonna hit it.
It's garbage.
No, like the only ones I would actually go to see, Hot Mulligan. You know, I'd see Hot Mulligan. I like their live performance. LS Dunes, they are going to the Virginia date. Those are like the only ones I can think of.
Not Stan Atlantic.
Maybe Motion. Are they hitting that one?
Stan Atlantic. They're on the whole tour. Stan Atlantic.
Okay, yeah, Stan Atlantic then. So three out of like the 12.
Yeah, so like... the lineup is fucking. It's like hardly pop punk too. Like
it's emo.
Yeah, there's Taking Back Sunday. I'm not quite sure what Head Automatica is. Haven't listened to them. I'm gonna be honest. PVRIS. I like PVRIS. PVRIS is
I don't listen to
good and all, but I wouldn't put her under the guise of pop punk. Got a couple of Midwest emo acts. A post-hardcore act in LS Dunes. And then like Sincere Engineer. It's all over the fucking map, bro. And not only that, the lineup does not justify the cost of the fucking ticket.
Oh, how much is it?
Lawn starts at $50 before a single fucking fee.
Lawn.
And this is talking New Jersey here. For seats, $60 way in the back. That's before a single fee. You put fees on, it's almost $90 a ticket. It's absolutely ridiculous. I paid like $60 a piece last year. I've never been like uber amped on Sad Summer lineups. It's always been like there's a couple bands on here that I like, and the rest like I've heard of, and that's fine. I'll catch them.
Last year was good.
The year before,
Waterparks headline.
I've enjoyed going every single year, but every year it's like there's a couple bands on there that I'm like super stoked for, and the rest are just like gotta see them once kind of thing, Yeah. That's always that's kind of how I've always felt about the lineup. But this year it's just like I feel that way about the lineup in the sense of like I like the bands that are lower on the bill, and I also like some of the bands that aren't on the New Jersey and Philly dates, because they're doing a Jason Fest.
I wish I was going to a Jason Fest,
but it just like to go and like experience Taking Back Sunday finally, like the price just doesn't, and the fact that I have to be outside all day, like that just doesn't justify the cost for me.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I've also heard they're bad live.
In the most respectful way possible, as someone who has seen Taking Back Sunday, didn't know that I was seeing Taking Back Sunday at the time. They just kind of showed up, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I didn't know you guys were on the lineup.
Yeah, no, I've seen live videos, I've heard things, and I just think that it's like when the lineup leaked and it was like headliner's going to be Taking Back Sunday, and that's like the only thing I knew. I was like, okay, the undercard's going to be stacked. It's going to be worth it. But now I saw that lineup and I was like, yeah, fuck that.
No.
Yeah, so
it's not good.
That's where I'm at with that. Yeah. I'm hoping that prices go down at some point. Because if prices go down, I'll absolutely pounce on it. Because I think that in the festival's current state, I said this in reply to one of the guys from this wildlife on Twitter. Like, I just feel like in the current state of the festival, they're going to wind up like Disrupt Fest, which was 1 year. It was in amphitheaters. The headliners were similar sized bands to this. Like they had the Used, Thrice, The Story So Far, Circus Survive, and Atreyu were like the big bands on the lineup, but they're all club bands.
Yeah.
Going and doing amphitheaters and just not, like, even when you put all those bands together, they're not worth the tickets to make it financially viable. So I think that right now it's that's the fate. And Disrupt Fest was a lot cheaper. Like literally it was like $30.
Wow.
Like I might have paid like $70 or $80 for my mom and I to go. And it's that's like
crazy.
That's not even one fucking ticket to this shit show of a fucking clusterfuck lineup.
That was a lot of curse words, man.
I feel very strongly because I wanted to go so bad, but I'm just I tried to amp myself up. I really did. I was like, oh my god, bro, like fucking Taking Back Sunday, I finally get to see them, and like PVRIS is cool, and god, do I love Stand Atlantic, and Hot Mulligan was great live, and Mom Jeans will be there,
go.
And I want to see Daisy Grenade, except I'm seeing them in March, so why do I'm excited, like I haven't even seen them yet, and I'm excited to see them again. I'm all over the fucking map, and then I saw those ticket prices, and I was like, you know what, Fall Out Boy's announcing a tour next week, I'm good. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I want to see the Main live. I really do, because they're one of my favorite pop punk, quote unquote pop punk bands. I don't know what they identify. I feel like pop punk is derogatory now. I feel uncomfortable naming bands pop punk. Like it's an insult. Like, oh, what a pop punk band. But I want to see them, but I'm not gonna pay $60 minimum, because lawn is $40 at the pavilion, amphitheater, whatever. And that's without fees. And then seats, general admission resale is like $150. So it's like I'm gonna have to pass.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
But I really want the Main.
Yeah,
and it's like LS Dunes.
Yeah.
In Virginia.
That's a once in a lifetime opportunity,
bro.
I'm
saying. Like a Stand Atlantic in Virginia, LS Dunes in Virginia, the Main, Taking Back Sunday. Mom Jeans again, Hot Mulligan. Like I missed Mom Jeans once, and I can't miss him again. But I'm going to miss them again.
Yeah. That's just where it is right now. I mean, as I said, I'll probably wind up there. It's just how it's going to be. Like I'll wind up buying tickets, but I'm waiting for the prices to go down, because usually with the amphitheaters, they're the most flexible pricing out of any at least the one by my house. The prices usually go down and then they go up again. So I'm going to try to catch them when they're down and hope for the best, but we shall see. I
think if they added Waterparks, I would go.
Yeah, well, you're only saying that because they're next, and that doesn't excite me at all, because again, they'll be at Adjacent Fest. Which
they're at Adjacent Fest too? You're shitting me right now.
Yeah, they're on.
They're not.
They're on Blink-182 Day.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
I didn't see that.
That they're literally on there.
No.
Yeah.
Adjacent. Give me a sec.
Yeah, it's also on the fucking tour poster that they put out for the tour around the festival.
Turnstile. Oh my god, they're on the 4th row? That's crazy.
That second day is pretty stacked up, bro.
They could be...
That second day is juiced up.
They could be third row, on the same row as the Front Bottoms Knock Loose Motion City soundtrack Midtown. Like, you could, like... Waterparks outweighs Midtown. I mean, listener-wise,
yes, but hard fans...
Midtown.
Yeah. Fans with...
Where's Adjacent Fest again? It's in New Jersey. I'm not doing that.
On the beach.
I'll pass. Yeah. My vote's a no.
I was thinking about passing, and I already have tickets. Waterparks.
You need to get rid of them. Oh, sorry,
Waterparks dropped a new single, Real Super Dark. This fucking song rocks. I heard it when they opened for My Chem. It was the first time they played it live, and I was sitting there like, this is going to be the best song on the record. And then it took like 6 months for the studio version to come out, but it's here now.
Ridiculous.
And I love this song. I think it's great, and I'm excited for the record. I haven't bought it on vinyl yet. Good job, Shane. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Have you bought it on CD yet? With the bite marks or the toe prints?
I've got all the single ones. They didn't do a single one for this one. God bless. Mm-hmm. But I haven't bought any yet. That Fall Out Boy tour, bro. It's stopping me.
You're really serious about this, man. Watch they don't hit New Jersey or New York.
I will be very upset.
I know. I hope they don't, man. I'm just joking.
Yeah, you should just be
manifesting. Joking. They give you like 2-3 dates.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah. Absolutely. A week and a half in my backyard.
So when did Waterparks become post-hardcore? Because that's what this song is, right? Like, it's in that area, right? Again, rips. I could be wrong with the labels.
It rips. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just like, I miss the lobotomy.
Of course you do.
I miss like the happy-go-lucky. I'm really sad, but I'm gonna make a really happy song. Waterparks, like this bangs and stuff, right? But I don't know. I fandom and entertainment and Double Dare still my favorite. I don't know.
Fair enough.
But we'll see. This is still very good, but nothing's like hit that mark yet where it's like, Waterparks. But it's okay. I'll get used to it. August Burns Red dropped a new single, Backfired. This banged. I liked it.
This is heavy. New record comes out in March. Stoked for that. We'll be missing the tour with The Devil Wears Prada because they are coming to New Jersey on Bamboozle weekend. But I'm sure I'll catch them at some point this year. I always do.
You always do. You can't seem to miss them.
PVRIS dropped a new single, Goddess. I think that this song rips. I finally have some hope on this record because those first 2 singles were interesting. This one is a little bit more of what I expect from the project. So I like it.
Yeah, this was very good. It has that same eerie sound that Royal and the Serpent has. I'm starting to really like this genre. I don't know any other artists that do this sound. It's not even like Billie Eilish-esque because Billie is more just whispery, but it's that kind of eerie, low speaking, singing type. I really enjoy it. Escape the Fate dropped a new single, H8 Hate My Space Self. Title fucked me up. I don't like it at all. But I like the song. It's a lot more electronic than I expected. But I don't hate it.
I didn't quite know what to expect. Because I thought that their last record left something to be desired. I think that the song is good. As much as I want to hate the chorus, because I think that the I hate you is very annoying.
You're telling me you didn't love that part?
As much as I think that that's very annoying, I found myself before this podcast, that was what kept playing in my head. So they can clearly write a chorus. So I'm gonna have to say I liked it solely based on that.
There you go.
I'm hoping and praying for good things on this next record that I'm sure they're going to announce at some point. You know, they were talking about it in their description, their captions and shit. But that's about it. I'm just hoping that there's more than like just this song, because like on that last record, it was pretty much just Not My Problem, which was the Travis Barker song. That I was just absolutely blown away by. That was one of my favorite songs of that year. But hoping for better things on this record.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Atreyu dropped a new single, Drowning. All right, I think Lori and I are both equally as confused about this one, but I think I have to kick this one off because
Go for it,
I've done a lot of hating on this band. I've talked a lot of shit. I am going to stand by the fact that Baptize was one of the worst records of 2020.
Easily.
It was,
Battle Drums
is fucking
one
awesome.
of the best songs.
Yes, but
ever.
Baptized as a record was awful. Now, I think that as a band, you know, they've got this new vocalist and everything. They're starting to find their footing, because although I am still not the biggest fan of the guy's vocals, and I wish that he could scream a little bit. Luckily, we have the bassist to still do that. The riff itself is heavier.
Yes.
And that's all I can ask for. Still not a huge fan of the band, but the first single off what I can only assume is a record that's going to come out this year is looking promising. And I know you're going to admit that as well. It's looking...
Listen to another Atreyu record, dude. I don't have that in me this year.
It's looking promising. And that's all I can give them. Hoping I eat my words, and by the end of the year, I'm the biggest Atreyu fan yet.
Oh, I won't let that happen to you, man. I won't let that happen to you.
But right now, I honestly can say I don't hate this song.
Friends don't let friends become Atreyu fans. Fuck. But don't become friends with Atreyu either. Honestly, they might be cool guys, but I don't fuck with the band. This song had me, right? First, like, before the guy opened his mouth, I was like, oh my god, this is really good. And then the guy started singing, and I was like, oh, never mind, this is not good. And then I got used to it. And then the riff came back, and he stopped singing. And I was like, okay, I'm getting used to it. This is a good song. I'm still very conflicted because I don't want to admit that I like an Atreyu song. Genuinely, I like we joke around with Battle Drums. I don't like Battle Drums. Just to put that on the record.
I do.
But it's like, I think I like this song.
You did.
And it makes me really sad, Shane, because if you told me a year ago that I am publicly admitting that I liked an Atreyu song, I'd say you're lying. But here we are. So I guess I like Atreyu now, and hopefully their album sounds exactly like this. Hopefully it's just this song times 12.
True.
And I'll be happy.
True.
I'll be happy, dude. Astropunk and 100 Gex dropped a new single, Zan's in My Ass.
This shit was awful.
It's the worst song of the year. Yeah, I expected a lot better from 100 Gex, but this is genuinely like the worst thing I've ever heard in the history of the podcast. We've listened to like a lot of shit. This is like king shit.
This is what 100 Gex haters like. This is the epitome of like what they think they sound like.
Yeah, and they don't sound like this. I swear.
Most of the time, I mean, they leave something to be desired for me personally, but this shit was awful.
This was bad.
Yeah, this was bad.
I think it was ironic.
It doesn't matter.
It was just still bad.
It still sucked. If it was ironic, it wasn't funny.
No, it was not. I didn't laugh.
No, not once. I was actually laughing at the fact that I had to finish the song.
Dude, gonna be honest, I made it halfway through and said, that's enough of that. I
finished it. I'm proud to admit that. 8 Graves dropped a new single, Bored to Death. This song fucking slaps. 8 Graves keeps the bangers rolling.
Absolutely. I love 8 Graves. This rocked. And I'm excited to see what else they put out this year.
So
Probably
true.
more singles. 100% more singles. Oxymorons dropped a new single, Enemy. This banged. I like Oxymorons. I love this.
Yeah, this song's pretty good. I am liking this shit. Looking forward to more. Hell yeah. And the last track that we're going to talk about, No Love for the Middle Child, and Dwayne put out a new single, 2 a.m. This shit bangs. Feels like another song I could not escape on Friday when the song came out.
Everything Dwayne touches becomes gold. This song is no exception. And obviously, I already like No Love for the Middle Child. Check out our interview we did with No Love for the Middle Child. True. But this combination, I wish I had put it together before it had even happened, because it makes so much sense. But now that I'm hearing it, I want more of this. I want a split album. But I know that's not gonna happen. But I can put it out there.
Yeah, fair enough. So that is all topics we have today. So you can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Glory's got your Patreon supporters, Twitch subs, and your important plugs, and then we're going to sign off.
Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt again for Pulses. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Sam and Zari.
Thank you guys.
You guys rock.
Appreciate it.
Important plugs. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian Hate. Be a decent person. Man, what's even happening in the world right now? I've been so disconnected because I just can't. I can't anymore. Just be a decent person. Please. That's all I ask. I'm going to start getting back into the world with these new shows that I'm looking at. Please don't be a dick at shows. That's all I ask. Thank you.
So true. Well, that is everything we've got. I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
We have been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.